Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to some more Death Must Die. So I've dropped the difficulty down to 3 so I can actually get a easy win with Nixie, grab some more perks, and then we'll see where we go from there. They've also nerfed the game, I don't want to say that heavily, they nerfed some of the more, like, busted builds, so that, okay, so what they did was they nerfed some of the more busted builds, but they also nerfed a lot of the enemies, so they're going to be a little slower, a little weaker, not as dangerous. Giving more builds time to shine, because he was pushing people down very specific build paths. You might have noticed I had Vamp Dash on nigh constantly, and that was starting to become a little bit of an issue. It felt like a lot of builds were becoming not particularly relevant.
Winter is coming.
Okay. Not keen on her at the moment. Not keen on this either. I'm keen on this. Alright, so here's what I want to do. Oh gosh, 22% on Soul Stealers? Like, I like the Ravens, but Soul Stealers are really good. Okay, the other thing that has happened is that Time has a whole bunch of new perks associated with him, so we're gonna try and go for the classic Mort Time combo. We should probably also go find some shrines.
Be thoughtful about your ways. Choose carefully from what we offer.
Okay. I've seen a lot of people say Alteration Ritual's actually good. It's a consideration for me. Do we just grab Force? Regular tier Force is fine. I don't want to waste all my rerolls trying to go for more than that. I'd rather use them for something else. Because if I can take Force, then we've got that big pickup radius. And also all of that potential force damage. It did seem to do a whole bunch. I heard they might have also nerfed some of the environmental shrines, which is kind of a shame. I actually really like shrine hunting as a progression mechanism in this, and I hope they don't nerf that too hard. Just because it's kind of fun wandering around finding progression that is not tied to your level up.
Left or right?
This I might reroll. I could also just go for curiosity. Let's go for extra pickup drop chance for now. Alright. There we go. Don't go for that. It does feel like the base enemies are a little easier. Oh, missed the Luck Shrine. So Luck seems to be about the same. I wonder if they just made it so there are less. I don't know. Who knows? It's also comically easy at the moment. I know there's one. Okay, spell area is a little smaller. And it's just a well. Eh. I don't want to spend forever fighting things. Somebody had said, like, getting a 7 EXP per second, oh, it's the crystal, is actually really good. Kind of. I think I'm gonna go with the slower spell cooldowns. We're not going for a spell cooldown build here, and so there's no reason not to.
Time's hourglass is...
Time's hourglass is begone. Let's see, well, we've got war. 10% more damage. Like, I don't want to waste every reroll here. If I can pick something.
Hi again.
Okay. More Soul Stealers? Absolutely. This isn't exactly the Nixie build I really truly want to go down, but it's also a pretty good one regardless. I'm a big fan of fast attacks and Soul Stealers, so I think we might try and go for the Gem Frenzy Soul Spirit Spam build. Just attack really stupidly fast. So we'll want Warp Strike and Execution. Because I think the last time I tried this, I didn't have very good Soul Stealers going on. soul stealers, soul splitters, time splitters. I've never played Time Splitters. I've had people say like it's amazing, but the only time I've do we want Sickles of Mort? Tempting, yeah, because I could level this up, but Sickles of Mort purple ain't bad, especially if I can get a lot of attack speed. Let's see, attack crit chance or spell crit chance. This one's tougher. I'm gonna go for the attack crit chance, if only because I'd very much like to work on getting a lot of raw damage here. If we get really lucky, we get the Master's perk for, or the Legendary perk for Crom, that gives just like a ton of base damage, but otherwise, you know, we just farm it off of curses, maybe. Let's see. I don't think I'm going to be killing the gargoyles in 20 seconds here. That is the one consideration. Probably. We'll see. I don't think the Soul Stealers work on them. 20% life, though. I mean, if I could hit them with several Soul Stealers, that would... And they do actually work on mid-bosses, that would just shred them. I don't know. It's a possibility, but unlikely. Let's see. Do we want to just grab Mayhem? We do need Serendipity. And it didn't specify what rarity Serendipity needed to be. Oh, we got a magnet. I think part of my problem is I don't have a high adept offer rate. I'd like to get my master offering up to like 20 or 30%, but that seems genuinely difficult without the right itemization. Do I want to just... Yeah, I'm just going to go for Blue Warp Strike. Do we have the level up blessings? Oh, 46%. Oh wait, no, that's level up blessings. What about rarity up? It's like a 13%. So it'll happen, just not that often. I'd love it if you could actually, like, jump levels, or jump rarities with a rarity up, like if you could go from adept to master, if you had rolled master. This is still wasting a level up, but is not wasting multiple. I can kind of understand why they don't have that, but still. The other thing I could do as part of this is actually just level up... I could level up Soul Stealer, or not, well, Soul Stealers, but the Scythes a bunch. It is an option. Right, so we have Warp Strike. All we really need is Gem High. Ooh, yeah, those Soul Stealers are doing a ton of damage. And they should count as a spirit, so hopefully we can get the time summon damage scaling perk. I'm gonna banish Alteration Ritual. Let's see. So 15% more damage. It's not terrible. I think I'm still gonna go for the pickup radius. Main thing is I've already got 111% damage bonus, which is really good. How would I describe it? Somebody was talking about this in regards to me picking healing over damage, but when you're up past 100%, you know, 20% extra damage bonus, it's nice, but, you know, if you have a plus 100% damage bonus, you're actually at like 200 and whatever percent. So right now we are at 211 total damage. And so a 20% boost on that is effectively a 10% bonus. Ooh, charge Chains of War. Shoot. Well, we don't want War Pacts at this point. I like Chains of War. It's great for clearing enemies. Charge is okay. So yeah, let's go Chains of War. My thing is I'm looking for alternate sources of damage that I can reliably use. Okay, what is my legend? Offers 25%. Yeah, we don't have that like busted 50% anymore because the new amulet I got is otherwise better. I like the legendary offers, but not like end-all be-all. Let's see. Let's clobber our way through these. Blessed be evasion. Okay, there goes one. That might have been the achievement. There's better mayhem. Let's see. Better serendipity. Oh, but that's only a little bit. No, let's go for execution. Because now all we need is gem high. And we'll be in business. Do I want to go for upgrading the rarity on War Pact? I think I'm going to say no. I think I'd rather go Chains of War. War Pact is good. But it's kind of situational. I'm planning around specifically beating bosses. And, like, the armored enemies are annoying, but they're not that bad. Whereas bosses have no armor and are considerably and demonstrably more dangerous to me. It does kind of suck that I'm going to be losing a decent amount of EXP on the ground here, but what can I do about it? I should generally get enough. Another one of these. Yeah, keep going for the attack crit chance. I probably should go for spells, but I figure if I can get my attack crit chance up to, like, a ton, we'll have an easier time of it. Ooh, Swan. Test virtues? Heart is corrupt. Ouch. Okay. Let's just keep scooting for shrines. This is not the shrine I'm looking for. Sickles of Mort or Soul Stealers. I want to actually go for the Sickles of Mort, but I think I'm going to stick with the Soul Stealers until we hit maximum. If it offers me something new, I'm picking it to lock it in, but I think the Sickles will have to wait. The thing is, though, at purple tier, 5 levels in that, those Sickles might end up being able to do more damage than I normally do. My one question is, how do the Sickles handle crit? Because it said it applies on hit effects. Do they spell crit or do they physical crits? Can I check my pickup? It drops 189%. Okay, so in retrospect, investing into that perk with the Fates is not the best. Only because you can get it from shrines. 27% of their current life. Yeah, I mean, that alone should do stupid amounts of damage. I guess the other thing I need to accept is that we're on a lower difficulty, so this is going to be a much easier run than the last couple we've done. Look at him go down. Okay, more Chains of War? Yeah. I wish it would actually raise the chances of Chains of War, but I understand why not. I'm gonna banish Vortex. I care not. Let's see. You know, I'm actually gonna keep leveling Force, even if the rarity on it is lower. Okay. So we will break pots on auto mode. It's not the best. But yeah, I've noticed my left hand's been a little hurty lately. I was reading in bed yesterday because didn't sleep much. So usually whenever that happens, I find like some trash manga to read for a while. And I may have done that too much, and my posture was bad, so my hand hurts.
Me, after his throne.
Okay. More serendipity? Or do we roll a re-roll at this point? Yes. I've had people ask why I don't go for necromancy. They don't cast curse. Ravens of Pestilence do. And so I'd much rather go for attacks and abilities that specifically apply curse, especially if I'm trying to go for like a damage bonus. Yeah, I mean, we've already gained a 40% damage bonus. Turning Canadian. Let's see. Really? More of this? No, I think I'm gonna keep going for the crit. I don't fully know if this is the right idea.
Cross me.
Okay, more Chains of War. Yeah. I'm surprised I haven't seen the shurikens go by. Or I'm just not mentally processing them because I'm seeing the common version go by and common is beneath me at this point. It's probably that. Yeah, on the topic of trash manga, I guess we've gotten a couple of those. I really probably should switch over to reading books again. I've lost kind of my ability to find good books. And so it's harder for me to be voracious, or maybe my standards have gone up. I don't know, it's kind of tough. As a kid, I just read like endless Dragonlance, and then after a certain point I turned around and said, man, I actually really don't like Dragonlance, and that was a serious issue for me. Because I may have read too much of that series. It was like on the metric of dozens of books. Alright, let's go for Bloodlust, seeing as we're here. I think that's a one-off perk and potentially might get me some attack speed here. Oh, it's another well. Well, I like those. Okay, blades, shurikens. I think the only immediate problem is that my blades might be killing enemies before we get to the point where my shurikens can even apply. There are worse situations than that. Okay. Up the attack speed bonus on Bloodlust? Absolutely. I'll have to try a build at some point where I only pick perks like that. One where I have like a ton of banishes or something, so I can just get rid of all auxiliary spells and just say, nope, this is raw attack only. I think I might reserve that for a Maris run or a Crom run though. Just because I think some of the other characters might have some AoE issues with that. What is my crit chance up to now? 32%. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, now we pick Necromancy. Do we go for the Ravens? I'm gonna go for the Ravens now. I should probably go for the Sickles, but having a bunch of birds to just crucify the heck out of things makes a lot of sense. Let's see. This one's always good. Oh, they nerfed this. So it's less EXP per second. I'm just gonna go for the... Let's see. I'm just gonna go for the barrier reduction. Really, a second one? No, fine. Go with the EXP per second. There we go. I know where you are. I can fight you this time. Hey, and we are still getting some legendaries. 20% attack speed bonus? Yeah.
how some say death is...
Okay. Why? Fine. It's not really part of my intended build here, but on the flip side, if you're given a master lifelink, you don't say no. I was maybe gonna go for, like, if it had offered master charge, I would have considered that one. A bunch of random damage numbers showing up only on the left, and I don't know why. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just kind of cruising now. I'm trying to think of the whole reading thing. I hate that my job has kind of turned me into this, but I think the thing that's gonna get me to start reading avidly again on like better stuff and not just like cheap junk that I find online or other such things. Yeah, we're just gonna go for the attack speed. My attack speed is absurd. I think at some point I'm gonna try and start some sort of book club where I just like read a book and then effectively talk about it as like a video, and then hopefully other people kind of join in, because I think that could be kind of fun. I don't know when I would do this. It's a low priority for me at the moment. Wisdom, gain more EXP. Well, that's nice. But let's go for force for the time being. Yeah, time is suddenly a lot more useful if you can get good rarities. Okay, it's the Soda Knights. But I'm weirdly not worried about them. I think I can stun lock them. God, you know what? I'm just kind of here and in the zone today. So why don't we just talk about whatever? I'm not going to level up Lifelink. I am going to level up Sickles of Mort. Considering how fast I'm attacking here, it seems kind of sensible to do so. So I live in an apartment, as I'm assuming most people do. I'd like to buy a house someday, but they're expensive. Oh, there's a chest over here that I can grab. I think it's just a blue belt, unfortunately for me. There's the summoner. I think at this point, it's not worth it. I'm just gonna go for Warp Strike. I'd like to scale up my summon damage, but getting the summoner with 3 minutes to go, that's a 24% damage bonus. It's nice, but kind of too little too late. Oh, right, I should grab the Shrine of Experience here. Is this guy? Attack damage or armor? Boy, we're going for attack damage now. We got the chopper. Do I want blade? Do I want knockback? Reroll, see if I can get something better. More shurikens? More shurikens. Well, I melted him really fast. That bodes well for my ability to drub Dracula. Let's see. But so, I'm assuming this is kind of true everywhere, and not just an American thing. Do I want to go for Gem High? I do, but that's such... I don't know who's backing an industrial vehicle backup and outside my apartment. That's always a worry. But so, like, I'm assuming rents are going, like, absolutely absurd nowadays. Like, in the US, it's recommended that 30% of your income goes to rent, which is insane. Because I think it only used to be, like, 10% or less. And now it's like, yes, a third of your income must go to rent. And then also, you know, half of that goes to health insurance, and then also food's getting more expensive. I mean, again, I'm pretty sure this is happening everywhere, but I live in the US, and it's kind of like this pervasive concern. And so, for the longest time, my dreams have always been about forgetting about a class. Like, I'm back in college, and I've forgotten a class. Like, I'm still attending, and then I look at my schedule, I'm like, wait, where's this class from? I don't remember this class. When did this happen? And then I realized that, like, I've completely goofed it, and now I'm in trouble because I maybe needed that class, maybe I didn't need that class, who knows. And so that's the, like, lasting fear in the back of my mind that drove my dreams for, like, the better part of a decade. School in general just kind of messes you up like that. I'm assuming that is not a particularly unique experience, but it was mine. I haven't been having those dreams as much lately. Many of my dreams have revolved around, like, being in weird rental and apartment situations, and so most recently, last night, I had a somewhat extensive dream of moving to Seattle for whatever reason. I think we just wanted, like, a change of pace or whatever. And so we'd moved to Seattle, sight unseen, because reasons. And it was like a apartment above a pizza place, which is not something I would normally ever go for. Let's see, shard drop chance, or no, let's boost the Ravens. At this point, we've got 30 seconds before Dracula shows up. I'm not really betting on, let's see. I'm not really betting on getting too much after this. I was kind of hoping to get one more level. Level 32 ain't bad, though. Chest. Nothing good. I kind of, well, I'll take this. Might as well snag all of that remaining EXP. And we have Dracula. And his many friends. Now, I might be... Okay, so that cannon will kill me. I'm sure if I eat the whole projectile salvo. But I wasn't expecting it to. God, I did a lot of damage there. Anyway, I finished my dream. So, we were, like, advertised an apartment above a pizza place, and it was, like, a nice-ish looking one. And normally I'd never go for that because I record for a living and I don't want to live anywhere close to anything noisy. Let's see. Chains of War and Soul Stealers. Really, Chains of War was actually that powerful. I guess the final showdown against that massive group of enemies really does kind of tip the scales. So Nixie now has all but the 4 dashes. So, let's see. Sign of the Rabbit, Sign of the Thief, Thread, and Viper. So, did we just get 3 achievements there? I think we did. Okay, so let's see what they do. Attack speed every 3 levels, max 100%, more damage striking enemies below 20% life. Pickup drops 1,000 times more often, and gain luck. Neat. So she's still missing 2, he's still missing 1, he's still missing 1, she's missing 1. I did kind of... Okay, so we've got a couple of builds. I could play with Nixie. Let's manage our inventory and then we'll figure out what we want to do here. For starters, let's sell every blue. Attacks have a chance to apply stuns? No. Okay, so while I do this, I'm going to try and describe the rest of my dream just because. But so when we get there kind of like after hours, and for whatever reason they're like, yeah, your apartment's not ready yet. You know, just sleep in the main room of this pizza place. Because I guess for whatever reason the apartment was tied to it, and question mark. And so us being dirt tired because it's super late, we're just like, okay, fine. We wake up the next day and the person who's supposed to be setting up in our apartment is nowhere to be seen, and people are coming in for the, you know, pizza at the pizza place. Pizza parlor, pizza, whatever. Is this worth it? No. Is this worth it on Crom? Yes. Let's see. What else do we have? Spell duration, but tons of EXP gain. I like the reroll and banish die, though. Let's see. Rarity upgrades, spell area. Yeah, so he's actually got an okay. I don't know. It's like reroll and banish die are good, but 2 EXP per second is absurd. So no, I don't think so. Let's see, evasion, attack and projectile. Nope. What about on Nixie? A little bit of EXP gain. 9 more evasion. I don't know. I think I'm gonna slowly try and put endless evasion on Nixie for the hell of it. Heal on level up or reroll an alteration plus gold gain. Summon, damage, skill level up offers. No, none of those are good. So what do we have? That's not very good. I'm looking for anything that boosts our master. Master rarities. Doesn't look like we have it. More skill rarity upgrades. I should probably just remove these. Oh. Because I don't want any of them. Also question, do we have any high tier weapons? Actually, who still needs one? Really just him. She needs a necklace though. Did I just sell one? I think I might have. Because she still needs medium gauntlets, an amulet, and a ring. Eh. Okay. So what do we do next? Well, maybe we do kind of the goofy thing. Oh, right, she still needs a better hat. Let's throw the difficulty back all the way up. Yeah, do we want to have bosses have more life per rank? Sure. Okay. And I said I don't like the idea of this, but I think we're going to go for the summon damage every 3 levels. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so finish the stream. Effectively, I spend the entire day at this pizza place, sullen and angry and trying to make sure nobody just yoinks our stuff. All the while trying to figure out how to get out of this lease for an apartment I apparently literally do not have access to, while also trying to figure out, like, what are the local ordinances? What happened to the previous tenants? Where did they live? Because there were supposedly previous tenants. Where's the owner? And so it was this kind of persistent fear slash, like... I'm gonna call it, like, one of those
Death
liminal
did not
space
attend
dreams.
his trial.
Except for there were actual people there. No, we don't want you. I don't really want you either. None of these are summons. We could get the extra speed, but no. Shoot. Okay. I'm gonna end this run. We might want to take off the one of the two that gives me, yeah. Because I have this relic that keeps my banished die, gives me some more summons, more pickups, but only 4 skeletons. Yeah, let's keep the Maris's Cube. At some point I want to find a better relic that offers similar levels of control. But yeah, losing 4 skeletons out of an army of like 30 isn't that big. And being able to reroll into getting exactly what I want seems more valuable. But yeah, so just this kind of constant dream of like, where do I live? How do I manage this? And why haven't I gone to a hotel yet? And just said, you know, just try and collect rent for your non-existent apartment. You know, confrontationally to this no-show landlord. And then Shell woke me up and I'm like, oh, thank God we didn't move to live in a pizza parlor.
Death's
Okay, so we do want this. We just... Which one do I want? I mean, I could go for Warp Strike. I'm gonna banish Alteration Ritual and reroll. Hell yeah. 22% EXP gain is actually really tempting, but I think I'm gonna go for the Warp Strike. Because somebody pointed out, it does give my fireballs homing. Which is kind of not quite true. I still think the AoE loss is a little bit brutal, but if I can get like a couple of these, it gets pretty fun.
The scales.
I just don't know if I want any of these. Whereas, like... Okay, Flare got a little bit worse, but not much. I'm gonna pick it up. Namely because there is one master offer, from Summer that gives you a summon. Now all we need is Mort. And I will blow every, alteration die I have on it. Okay, let's get this and then start heading... I guess I'll just head for whatever is the closest... let's see, whatever's my closest shrine. I'll stick with this. If it's God I already have, it's safe. Don't use the alteration die. If it's God I don't have, don't do it. I could also just do spell damage. Let's grab Vehemence, actually. That is good. Flare is nice, but... I don't know how big or necessary it is. I'm hoping we get some rare birds here, but you never know. But yeah, so I'm starting to have more like weird nightmares about odd living situations. I haven't had any for like home ownership yet, which means that that's probably not in the cards for a while. Go away, I don't want you. Mort. Shoot. Here's the problem. I'm going to pick that up, but we're going to end the run. We need Mort to make a summon build work. We don't, but what kind of summon build doesn't have the one god with all the summons on it? Hopefully we get to keep the belt at the very least. We got to keep that belt. That is actually kind of tempting. I think I'm going to keep the evasion. I guess I should have checked to see if, Nixie... Okay, we have belts. What about rings? I'm just gonna quick check over things. Evasion, heal on level up. Relic... Because I think these are all the ones that I had. And there's the one amulet, but no. No master rarity offerings. Yeah, we need more, we need time, and we're hoping for summer, but at that point it's negotiable. I really wish you could guarantee one god. Just one. Like, have it be some kind of weird meta progression thing, or unlock, or who knows what. Or it's maybe a little weighted. Maybe. I don't know. I think just guaranteeing one god upgrade right from the get-go is not the worst idea. My problem with the more adept offers is we kind of still don't want them.
The age of death passes.
Okay, the good man has shown up. Let's just go for wisdom. It's a 7% EXP difference between that and master. I'm hoping to get force though. We don't have to worry about pickups as much. And yeah, I guess I could go for the infinite pickup range as well.
Justice shall...
Do we want to just go for her? Well, not with that kind of offering. I should pick a character that I put all of my EXP per second items on, just so they level obscenely fast. Like, definitely go for some rarities, but see if I can get them up to, like, 15 EXP per second, especially with the time buffs. Feels like she's gotten more nervous. Do I want Splinter? Let's go Fortune for now. Those extra rerolls help tremendously. I'm gonna go for the armor. I think the damage might be worth it kind of long term, but considering my damage reduction is really bad, each of these upgrades is actually pretty big. Kind of. Because yeah, right now we've got a 40% chance to evade and like a 30-40% damage reduction, which actually seems kind kind of reasonably good. Also, the skeletal army, really solid. Unfortunately, I can't upgrade them. So they're kind of locked in unless I get some more summon damage. But like, credit where credit is due. They hit. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Attacks become stronger. Resolve curse stats immediately. I still think I prefer Deadly Strike. But let's go for Execution for now. So now we're locked in at least with Mort. Because yeah, the Mort attack gives you multiple projectiles and pierce, which you don't get with pretty much any other god, I don't think. Do we want to go for this? We don't get a summon, we might get some fun things. I could go for Celestial Wings instead. Oh, they nerfed Inner Peace. Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just grab Celestial Wings so I'm not tempted by Lifelink. Because that effectively gets 2 abilities out of the pool for the other gods that I'm rolling with. Which, I think at this point we've got the 3 that we need. Somebody was telling me that I haven't been picking up books, and I should. Relics show up as books on the ground. So if you see me ignoring a book, it's probably not actually lore. It just looks like a book. Always do your due diligence before criticizing someone. Just in general, I think is the answer. Like sometimes it's like, yeah, how did this person not notice this? And the answer is sometimes it's kind of hard to tell. I don't know. The projectile bounces on this is not terrible. I could go for Warp Strike. Yeah, let's just do it. Projectile bounces 3, the damage bonus isn't huge. And this gets me more EXP, especially when it's a little thin. I cannot tell you how many times I've gotten comments from people that have never played games trying to tell me what to do. And it always gets my goat, because it's just like, but you're just demonstrably wrong, but with the supreme confidence of somebody that is a top 5 in the world player. And even then, I've gotten comments from those people, and it's still bad feeling. Let's see, do we want any of these? No. Do we want any of these? I'm gonna get rid of Divine Shield. It's good, but I don't like it. I'm gonna go for Protection. I'm not really going for a healing build, so stacking healing isn't particularly amazing. I'd rather just have some mitigation and then hopefully just stay away from anything that would do damage to me. I'm shocked time hasn't shown back up to give me some force. Same thing with Mort. Weird. Like, it's felt like for the longest time, the time god buffs are always just, hey, but what if more force? And I'm like, yes, I like force. I'm just gonna hang out here in my skeleton cloud. And they do actually do a lot of damage. Not enough that it can carry a run, but enough that it's hard to just sneeze at. Oh. Okay. So we no longer have any damage reduction, which is bad. But the rest of it is good. I think I'm gonna reroll and hope for something amazing. The birds have arrived. Okay, so big ups, we now have tons of healing. Big down, we are very killable. What is my HP at? Actually, it's at 100. I forgot. We'd gotten a big health booster on this character. So that gives me some options. And all that extra armor that I picked up is pointless now. Let's go for Purification at this point. Oh, I should ban protection. And just say, don't need that. Let's see. And yeah, we should probably go for attack speed. More than even raw damage if I can... If I get the choice. If only because the faster I attack, the more I can heal. If I can attack obscenely fast, especially with multiple projectiles, we should be able to do heal more. I'm curious if multiple projectiles actually works the way I think it would or should. I could go for the Soul Stealers, but just having a ton of birds seems to work quite well for me. Okay, geez. Where was I going with this? Oh, backseating. I mean, it's an old topic for me. I did a whole video essay on it. Hi. Wait, oh, that upgrades all of the ones that I have right now. So Ravens are capped out, but, Wisdom is now purple, Protection is purple, Warp Strike is purple, Celestial Wings, Execution, Fortune. Fortune? Hey, that's nice. I wonder if that only applies to the ones I've already picked up, or if that applies to all of them. I have no idea, but good to know that that's there. Hopefully it applies to future ones as well, because, yeah, just running a run with really high rarities in general is just real fun. I hope one of the gods get some kind of spell AoE size scaling, and I hope it applies to the birds, so we get birds that are just comically hilariously huge. Sadly, I have to banish that. At least I didn't put too many points into it. Well, this is just a humdinger. Do we want to just delete every minion in the area every 30 seconds? I'm actually gonna say, maybe not. Like, it's really good, don't get me wrong, but it also means we get less potential death damage scaling, which I don't think we have yet. Is this the right course of action? I don't know. I think I just find that one kind of boring. Same thing with the Flame Wave. Like, it's good, but it feels... There's nothing you can do with it, except for scale it so it happens more often. And so there's no feeling of, like, all of my other upgrades feed into this. It's just there. It's not strictly bad. I'd like to maybe take a single hit from one of these just to know how bad they hurt, as kind of like a judgment call for where I should be at, but I don't think I'm going to do it willingly. Okay, there we go. So it does about half my health, which is not where I want to be, but it's not as bad as it could be. Yes, get them, skeleton army. Surround them and beat them to death. Okay. Extra movement. I do actually want Consecration. Yeah, I'll just pick up the first tier and then banish it going forward. Interesting. Maybe Consecration... Oh, it gives it back to me as health regen? Or no, I don't know. There's the Summoner. I was kind of hoping for a better version of this, but the sooner we get it, the better. And we might get a rarity upgrade on it. More birds. Yeah, I'm hoping we can get the skeletal army. Oh, I should check something. Yeah. So the the thing that boosts the rarities of all of my boons, that does not apply to all future upgrades. It's only retroactive. Let's see. Which honestly I think is fine. But it does mean don't pick that up early. Yeah, see, that's a book. I think the books only come from the bookshelves. Let's see. So what else is my plan here? I mean, mostly just cook this man. Come back. I wish to drub you with birds and fireballs. There we go. I'm surprised time hasn't rolled in with Banger Force yet. That came off as weird. That's fine. Let's see, more birds? The thing is, the more birds I have, the more curse damage they do. The more curse damage they do, the easier this just gets for me. Other thing we might want to prep around, like, sooner than later, is Blue Slime Swarm. As that's soonish. And I can maybe survive it, but it's going to be dicey.
And time again.
We don't want Time Field, period. These are both purple, so let's go for a reroll, see if I can go for something. So we have two options. We can go for Gem High or we can go for Force. I'm gonna banish Alteration Ritual. I think I'm just gonna pick Gem High. As we do a decent amount of... Oh yeah, we're already getting that speed boost.
Balance the scales.
Okay. Inner Peace, Celestial Wings, Consecration. So I'm going to banish Consecration at this point because we don't want the retaliatory damage. Honestly, I'm going to hit an Alteration and see what I can get. Force. It's like the only one. Do I roll down until we get high? This is interesting. I'm gonna try that. I have no idea if that rewinds my abilities or if it just puts my current character back in time by a full minute. If it happens, we'll have to check. I'm gonna pick it. It's an extra revive, even if it's not one that I'm particularly keen on. Okay. And I do also kind of want to let my ravens do a lot of work here. Okay. So now every 17 kills we get Skelemen. What level? How long do they last? 40 seconds. So I could hopefully buff that duration a little bit longer. I don't think this is going to buff my pre-existing Skelemen, but this should make the blue slime horde kind of funny. Maybe. Also, what's my damage up to? 70%, it's not amazing. Okay, she say go left. I could go for the life. I think I'm gonna go for the attack speed. My logic is, faster I attack, the more fireballs I sling. The more fireballs I sling, the faster I heal. I guess they're not really fireballs if they're not burning. But this hopefully should mean, especially with Gem High and Warp Strike, we are just going to be slinging an endless stream of fireballs out of our face. Let's see. Let's get Ravens of Pestilence up to maximum. Okay. Yeah, that infinite pickup range, I will have to experiment with on this character. Because I could actually see that being obscenely powerful. I just wanted my summons to do a ton of damage. I'm just not actually sure if that's the play. No, they are actually doing a ton of damage. So Wisdom, Force, and Deadlock. Do we just reroll? I could not have asked for a better pickup radius. And not a moment too soon, either. Welcome to Hex, suckers. You thought you were catching me unawares. No. I don't think I've ever actually gone for the full Gem Frenzy build.
The more you
on Maris before. I think I have a little bit, but not compared to that Averon build. But, I mean, here we are. I said that I needed to be ready for... Do we want to just grab Reprisal? Maybe. Let's go for an alteration, though. Up the Summoner? Yeah. That's not a huge damage bonus, but considering summons are a fairly large damage source for me, and they are hitting really hard, it would be foolish for me to go for anything else. Maybe. Yeah, I might as well just have the biggest pickup radius I could possibly get, so I don't have to worry about losing anything. We're already level 24, which is, I think, super high for 13 minutes in. Ooh, is the Jade Dragon. Movement speed or evasion? Oh, shoot. I'm actually going to go for the movement speed. We've already got pretty good evasion. 30 more would increase my evasion by, like, nearly 10%. Actually over, possibly. But yeah, what's my movement speed at? I picked wrong. I'll own that.
deaths.
Okay, do we want to... Yeah. Boy, and that healing is really good. Yeah. Let's see, attack area, spell area. I don't know what that even does for my summons. I'd hope it makes them bigger. You know, maybe the birds can hit multiple enemies simultaneously. Okay, so my pickup radius isn't big enough that I could pick stuff up from off screen yet. I was kind of hoping it would. We can pick up most things, but it's not quite there. Okay, it's Necromancer time. I'm not gonna actively engage in him. If I kill him, cool. If I'm involved in the killing of him, awesome. If not, I'm kind of hoping my skeletons can just beat him down. Yeah, fine. I'll go for the regen. Let's stop wasting our rerolls here. You know, interestingly enough, the Necromancer really isn't doing a whole lot of necromancy. Like, there is a bunch of undead, sure, but... let's see. But it's not like he was summoning really large hordes. It effectively is just a boss fight with regular spawns going on. And then the Necromancer throws fireballs. Yeah, part of the reason why I do want to take a hands-off approach is, I don't contribute a whole lot of... Well, me killing something before the birds get a chance to get to it, means we don't get a curse kill. And so it's not particularly valuable for me to, go for those curse kills. Or, to go for the kill early. I'll do it if it looks like, it's actually valuable for me to... Let's see. Kind of duck and weave in here. I want Deadlock, but let's get Force done. Because Force also does a lot of damage. What is my damage bonus up to? 94% or 97%? I don't know. It's a reasonably good amount, especially because my summon damage is up by 400%. Okay, Fury for even more attack speed or evasion. Shoot, all of these are actually kind of good. I'm going to go for that Fury. Because if I can sling these fireballs really fast, it's going to be hard to die. Unless I get one shot, at which point, I guess evasion would have saved me. I just get back up to full reasonably fast. Yeah, they really did nerf the damage on that. It is really gratifying seeing the just goofy large horde coming at, like, of skeletons following me. Let's see. Speaking of, do we make him goofy and larger? Yes. I appreciate the maximum life. We already had the blue slime horde, yeah? Yes, we did. Because they happened before the necromancer. I know the regen got a bit of a nerf, but it's still pretty good. Oh, it's this again. No harm can come to me, but that's fine. Time for me to warp strike. Okay, more wisdom, more warp strike. I like the idea of deadlock. But I want a better version. I'll take a 14% duration bonus. It's not the rarity as I was hoping I'd get, but anything that lets my skeletons last for... Oh, that's like an extra 10 seconds or something. Oh, and that also applies to my curse too, I think. Maybe it doesn't? Okay. It's pretty good. I'm hoping we get like one or two more kind of surprise master rank ups. Okay, we've got room for a little bit more. I should go through and drop blues as soon as we're out of this. Alright. Because, yeah, I need to make sure we have enough room for anything Dracula drops. Ow, 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 ow. But I can still grab a purple.
You have an eternal...
Let's see. More on deadlock? Yeah. Having really long gem high duration is going to help me a lot. Because that means I'll be able to go into the Dracula fight with just really quick fire rate, potentially. Because he does summon a bunch of friends that I have to contend with. Let's see. I'm like, maybe I should actually go for the Celestial Wings, but I don't think I'm going to get much out of Lady Justice here. Level 34. Yeah, I think this is the one of the highest levels I've gotten to. I'll definitely have to try an EXP per second build. And see if I can do some fun things with that. Necronomicon. Lose life, gain spell damage, ghost attack you, gain 40% summon damage. I know I already do a lot of summon damage, but still. I'm back here. You can't run away from me, Skeleman. Okay, I think he's dead. There he is again. And he's dead. Dropped a purple. don't know how much we actually care about those. Because the problem is, I know Dracula, if we kill him... you know what? No, we'll get opportunities to potentially kill him. I'm gonna go for the attack projectile counts. We lose some area, but it's fine. At this point, more important to hit multiple targets, or have multiples bouncing around. I probably should have left that well. Oh, here we go. I'm just gonna wait here. Okay. We didn't really dodge it. But that's okay. That is so lucky. Having a double damage buff sitting right at the freaking end, right there for a boss fight. Oh. No. Fine. So what did the most amount of damage there? I was not expecting it to be force, to be entirely honest with you. It does look like my skeleton army, the one that I started with, isn't counted. Ravens of Pestilence and Necromancy did do a lot of damage, unsurprisingly. But force, actually, shockingly good. Not to the tune of like 3 million that some of my other runs can get up to, but it's there. Okay, so we need a ring, a necklace, and gloves. And actually, let me take a look. Belts. This is Nixie, yeah? Yeah. I think I'm gonna just keep stacking stuff like evasion on Nixie. I want to see what the cap is. Okay, I'll get to that in a second. Waste. Bonus revivals. Oh, that is actually tempting, though. Let's see. Life or spell speeds. Nope. Some damage and duration. Oh, hey! You know how I said I wanted to potentially replace my cube? Okay, do we have anything better? Dang, I just realized she's got the 60% evasion as well. Oh well. We'll find another one of those. But yeah, so this way we can get rid of Maris's demo cube. Evasion and movement speed. It's there. Evasion, movement speed. So this is slightly better. What does she have? Just movement speed. Oh, but of course she can't wear it. So yeah, more evasion for Nixie. Okay, so... this is actually tempting. 369% damage striking undamaged enemies. Like, the expert offers are good, don't get me wrong, but that's hard to say no to. Let's see. Banish die, spell area, crit chance. No. Evasion heals, spell crit chance. We lose some reroll and alteration, so I might want to go back on that. But I don't think I want to. $17.40. Yeah, they all have the same gloves. Okay, so let's do a quick cursory glance, see if there's anything better. Still only one projectile. So this is, it's a spell staff. Everything else is okay. This one actually tempting to pick up, if only because then we could go for the infinite, we could go for the infinite pickup range. That is tempting. I'll at least carry it on her. Right, we can get rid of that. I don't know about that helmet, though. Let's see, so she's full up. She still needs a better hat, but we're not lucky with that. He's kitted out, and she needs a better amulet, ring, and gloves. Amulet. It's okay. The problem is I don't think she has any, like, big rarity boosters. It's all adept. Which is good in its own right, but not amazing. Yeah, that 10% expert offers was pretty much her only option. Which I think ended up to be fine. Let's see. Grab that. Yeah, so we got 3 dashes. I guess I could have actually put this on, Nixie for that one, achievement. But I don't know. I think Maris with infinite pickup range would be nice. It saves us a bunch of level ups. Let's see. Anything else? Right. I want to take a look. What is her evasion at? 70%. That's impressive. I wonder if 69% is the maximum. Probably not. I'll keep poking at it, see if I can get it a little higher. We still have space for evasion on our ring and our gloves. And our jewel. So, we'll see. For now, though, I think this is a great stopping point, so I'll see you all in the next episode of Death Must Die. I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep chucking away. Hey, and speaking of, that was our first maximum difficulty win. By all... I don't want to say by all accounts, I would call this pretty close to done. We still have the win without taking damage, but like, how the hell? How the heck are you gonna get that? I'll get it someday by accident, but it ain't gonna be soon. I can tell you that much. I'll level up to 30 with Scotty. I guess I'll have to work on that. And 25 summoners. So actually both of these would be easy. I guess maybe we go back to Scotty until we max her out. Probably.